Looks like we are ready to go here there, folks. Okay. So, hey there, everybody. Welcome to a nightly, well, not nightly, a Wednesday night, Wednesday Warships, or yeah, Wednesday Warships. Let's just go with that. Welcome to a Wednesday Warships. Um, I'm your host, Strange Bro Jim, and today we're playing some World of Warships. Um, Today is May the 4th. So you'll probably be hearing a lot of like Star Wars or Star Wars quotes or, May the 4th be with you. So on and so forth through this 2-hour stream that I'm going to be doing. Um, so, which, I don't mind. I enjoy Star Wars. Well, for the most part. There are some exceptions. um, I mean, if you want to know, my particular thoughts on Star Wars, you're welcome to ask. I don't mind. But, um, you know, just bear in mind that, these are, of course, my opinions. And, of course, everybody has their own unique opinions on pretty much anything. Uh, so, we'll see if anyone decides to join me tonight. If not, that's perfectly fine. They don't need to. And in some cases, I don't mind if they don't, because I'd prefer that they get some well-deserved rest. um, so, as much as I wouldn't mind talking with them, I'd rather them get a good night's sleep. I can always talk with them on Discord and can catch up with them then. So, but let's go ahead and start up the game at the very least. We're going to be playing some Stream Raiders in between the matches. So get that set, get that prepped if you haven't already. So it's a little loud in my ears. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down a bit. Okay, so so I saw that they did a stream, or World of Warships did a North American stream just a couple hours ago, and I figured, what the hell, I'll stop on in and take a look at it. And they talked about some. Apparently, there's a change coming concerning camos. Now, I don't have any permanent camos to my knowledge, so it's not really going to affect me all that much. But from what I understand, they're going to be kind of separating out the styles of the camo. You can either go with the bonuses for the for a particular camo. I guess you'll purchase like a default skin with the economics, as they call it. And that could be, that will be your base. And then you can kind of purchase like different style of camos you know, based off of, you know, what you kind of want it to look like. So that's the impression that I got from their stream. So I mean, that's interesting. Once again, it doesn't really affect me. I've been playing all these lower tiers anyway, so nor do I have the doubloons to be spending on skins anyway. So for the most part, I've been using what doubloons I do get for ship slots, so I can get more ships, and that's it. So, okay. I also was able to get, I guess, 2 containers from the stream, I guess. So, let's go ahead and take care of those. Yeah, okay. A new symbol. Not that I'm going to really use it, but... And another symbol. Okay. Let's see. What we got here? We got... Not quite sure exactly what that says. You know, you have... Oh, gosh. Is this the representation of Poseidon or Neptune? I'm not quite sure. But I'm not quite sure what this is either. Is this Greek? Is this Latin? Or is it, you know, another language altogether that I'm not familiar with? I'm not sure. So, not much I can really do about that. I mean, if you know, then let me know. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, if you happen to know what exactly that's saying, I wouldn't mind getting that kind of knowledge, but I'm not going to be using the patch anyway, but, you know, still kind of curious. Hey there, Jedi, how you doing? How's your night been? Yeah, okay. That's an interesting graphic there. An interesting symbol. Doesn't seem like like a standard English what's the word I'm looking for? My brother knows it more than I do. Not quite standard, but it's, oh gosh. Herald? No, not quite that either. Oh gosh. Well, obviously the sword itself is, you know, you know, is like a standard claymore, you know, back in the Middle Ages, but I don't think this is a, you know, I guess this what is it, wolf? I don't know if that was a standard graphic back in medieval ages, but I mean, could be. You know, I don't know everything, so it just doesn't look like your standard like lion, you know. So they might have had some fun with that one. But we're gonna go back to our old symbol because it's funny. I enjoy it. You're good. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. We took care of the base XP. So we're going to go ahead and collect those rewards. Can't do anything more. Don't have any premium account right at the moment. So We still have a lot of credits to get to the. I mean, I could. Um, I do have the second one available. Okay, so this one is actually tier 3 to tier 5. That's good. And once again, we're looking at ships that I might have already sold already. So this is going to be an interesting challenge again. But thankfully, with this being like a tier 3 to tier 5, this should be a little bit easier. One would hope. I might still have a ship or two of these, but we'll see. I think for the most part, I want to try to take care of this task 2 first. Get that out of the way, because I mean, you know, well, it's still a lot of credits to earn. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Let's see. So we have tier 2, 3, and 4. These are the 4 ships available that I can do to, you know, continue getting some amount of experience and whatnot. Let's see. Got 700 there to go. 5,000 there. 4,000 there. And about 4,000 there as well. Okay. So, okay, we got ourselves another container. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Interesting. Oh, okay. That was for the 5 epochs of the Navy. Gotcha. Okay. I still want to finish off the German Navy collection, because that's I'm close to finishing that one off. You know, I would like to kind of get it to completion, so we're gonna hold on to that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this. Oh, but before I do, let me go ahead and switch on over to Stream Raiders here. There we go. And we shall go ahead and select our map. Start the battle. So others can come on in and join me. Oh wait, what? Do I have any kind of quests that I can do? Place 2 archers? Okay, I could do that. Place 2 warriors. Okay. Place 3 barbarians. Okay, well, that's a lot of matches, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through them all, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, so Archer, we'll go ahead and place you down. There we go. So everybody start placing your units in, and we'll go from there. Alright. Oh, let me go ahead and kind of keep it on the battlefield. But that's going to be it for that. So, go ahead and place your units down, and we'll be tackling that battle in the next 30 minutes. But in the meantime, let's get to some naval battles, shall we? Been up to anything new there, Jedi? Or is it the same old, same old? It's kind of the same old for me, but trying to take one day at a time. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Into the match. Okay. Not that many AIs. 3 AIs. There's a lot of cruisers. Quite a number of let's see.
Battle starts.
Okay, both of the destroyers to my left are to my right are the AI destroyers. So that one over there is a player. So one would imagine that the player is going to be a little bit better, but
Enemy force detected.
thing is that the enemy has a little bit more player you know, player-based so oh, got them. Okay.
Enemy destroyer detected. Torpedoes astern.
Okay. I'm thankful that AI decided to throw some
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
get myself out of there. Let's see.
Engine boost activated. Capture that area.
No.
Smoke generator started.
Okay. Come on, man. Nope.
Smoke screen set. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to port. Engine boost deactivated.
Oh, we're in trouble.
The enemy is about to win.
Not really.
The enemy is about to win. Smoke generator started. Enemy cruiser detected. Smoke screen set. Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Ah. Oh well. Damn. Oh well. What can one do? I wasn't. Never said that I was a good destroyer captain. Let's see. Oh, just a little bit more, and I'll be able to get the tier 4 destroyer. So let's do one more battle. I'll definitely get the tier 4 destroyer after this. And keep on progressing through that line, even though, again, I'm not exactly best when it comes to destroyers. So, what can one do, right? Hey there, Crazy. Hey there, I'm brand new to the game. Do you have any advice for me on what I should do and focus? Okay. So, one, that's a really good question. So it all depends on what your play style is all about. Okay. Each one of these has their own unique styles to them, and you have to kind of understand what they're best at, which means studying up on the ships as much as you can to understand, what what you're commanding. So, uh, I mean, are you like brand new? Like, do you know the difference between HE and AP? Do you know, if I say SAP, do you know what those are? Um, okay, looks like we got about 5 AI players here. A lot of destroyers. Oh my god. 6 destroyers, 3 cruisers, and 3 battleships. Oof. This is going to be a destroyer heavy game. Today is day 6 for me, and about the shells, I just figured out the difference yesterday. Okay.
Action stations.
Okay, not sure why Stream Elements and Nightbot are doing that, but whatever. Why they're doubling up the message, but whatever. Oh, that's the Discord command. Gotcha. I gotta help. Tell it to kind of calm down on the Discord commands. Okay, so if you're aware of the shell types, then that's good. You at least know what they're all about, or do you? Okay, do you know what they are kind of used for? I should say. Okay, do you know what HEs are good for? Do you know what APs are good for? Um, uh, as for ships, it all depends on your playstyle. So, for example, destroyers here, they are kind of like your assassins. Okay, they are try to stealth your way in and try to sneak attack. So their torpedoes are very lethal, and they can do a lot of damage if you're oh, I'm being detected. Okay, hello. Hi there.
Enemy destroyer detected. Torpedoes to port.
Oh, just missed him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Torpedoes astern.
Yeah.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Enemy team
Torpedoes
is taking the
astern.
lead.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh.
Hold below the waterline.
We killed each other.
The enemy is about to win.
So crazy. I got some complaints from people about how I had like a lot of I had a lot of like categories and channels and so on and so forth that people were kind of complaining that it was just too much for them to kind of see. So I allowed for like different roles to allow for um, the so people can kind of pick and choose what they wanted to see on my Discord. So it wasn't, you know, uh, I have a lot of interests, and um, so and I know that people in my community also have different interests, and I wanted to try to support that, but it was a little too much for some, so I went and set up some separate roles so that people um, didn't have to kind of see all of them. Um, so let's see. Um, Crazy. I don't mind too much if you want to join the voice channel. I just I, yeah, I'm just a little cautious on it, just so um, TOS and so on and so forth. So if you come on in and start, saying some stuff that you shouldn't be saying, I'm gonna go ahead and kick you out. I will ban you outright. So please don't make me do that. I'd rather not have you do that. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. Um, but in terms of the destroyers, they are mainly for like the assassins. Now, destroyer versus destroyer can be really messy. It can, um, torpedoes are very slow, so you have to kind of, you have to really kind of judge where your torpedoes are gonna go. And for me, it's always been difficult for me to try to judge where to shoot off the torpedoes to land. Now, I've heard from someone that apparently does a lot of destroyer gameplay, and he basically mentioned that if you can get a torpedo strike for every time you send out a volley of torpedoes, then you're doing well. Now, at the same time, the uh, the destroyers that he normally commanded was more the uh, he had he's like commanding like destroyers that can shoot off like 6 torpedoes every volley or something like that. It's a little bit harder to do that when you're doing only like 2 or 3 torpedoes with lower tier destroyers. So not exactly. It's a little bit harder to get like a single strike because you're not shooting out as many torpedoes, but it really does kind of have you really focus down uh, on the technique. You really have to really be spot on when it comes to your torpedo strikes. It's a lot easier to be attacking battleships with a destroyer than it is attacking, going destroyer to destroyer. Um, because it's more of a gun battle when it's destroyer versus destroyer sometimes. Um, so you have that kind of difference between the two. So um, destroyers are ones that their torpedoes. Some torpedoes can be fairly long range, some don't, but they still pack a huge punch. Okay, so um, just here, let me kind of show you the damage just from one torpedo. So, one torpedo did 4,775 points of damage on just a single torpedo. I did 16 shots, and I did about equivalent. So just a small comparison between the two. And I don't even, these torpedoes. That seemed like a very small amount of damage actually, for torpedo damage, to be honest. Let me see.
Are you doing just like random battles or the co-op or ranked or?
I normally do the random battles. I'm assuming that this is crazy, or this is
Yes.
actually I'll call you primal because I have a friend crazy, and I don't necessarily want people getting the two of you mixed up.
That's absolutely fine. I will absolutely respond to Primal.
Okay, so okay, so here's the difference between the two. Okay, for co-op battle, it's you and maybe some other players, more than likely at least another player with you. Um, you battle against another fleet of just AI bots, okay, on the other team. Okay, there's no player versus player when it comes to a co-op battle. So more often than not, it will be one of the easiest gameplays that you will ever play.
Okay.
Because
And is it worth to play that mode?
um, it's it's
Like,
o- it's okay if you're one. Yeah, if you wanted like an easy time, co-op mode is I've in all the co-op matches that I've ever played, I've only lost once, and that was because all the human players were just being stupid and rushed right into the enemy fleet and got themselves killed off. Um,
yeah. Do you get like less credits or less EXP for doing
yeah,
co-op versus like random?
yeah, you will receive less XP, you will receive less credits, um, less commander experience. It's you're not gonna get as much out of the co-op battles. Okay, um, you know, so while it might be a good way of practicing your ship if you want to kind of get a feel for the ship. Um, it's you won't get as much out of it. Okay.
Okay.
Or you won't get any um, you won't get any ship um, benefits out of it, or at least not that much. Okay. Um, so random battles is player versus player. You may have the occasional AI on the team, but more than likely, when you start getting up into the higher ranks, you won't have to worry about that, or the higher tiers, I should say,
Okay.
because
And is there like a specific tier that I should like shoot for reaching and then kind of just like hover there and practice and learn, or because I've been rushing the USA trees
Okay.
like as fast as I can. So I'm up to tier 6 for battleships, tier 6 for cruisers, um, tier 4 for destroyers, and tier 4 for aircraft.
Okay. Um, there's um, okay. So
But I
that's
notice like when I go into random battles, if I try to like play the higher tiers, like I'm always one of the first ships destroyed. I've noticed for me, like specifically the where is it?
well. You just have to you just have to know. Okay. When it comes to the higher tiers, you're dealing with people that have played the game for years. Um, they've been playing the game for they some of these people play the game daily. Um, and they, some of them know ins and outs of these ships like it's the back of their hand. Okay, they know
Yeah.
where the gun placements are. They know the cooldowns for your guns, everything. Okay, some people can be, can get to that fine, that amount of detail for all these ships that um, can really be of good use for you if you know. Um, but I mean that amount of knowledge about all these ships that are in the game. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of ships. I mean, just on the American tree line itself, and I'm not even talking about like the Japan, the Russian, the German. There's a lot of ships.
Yeah.
So, um, so, so so you kind of have to get used to what are some, what are some good strategies, what are some bad strategies, okay? Um, first off, uh, don't go rushing headlong into the enemy. you know, uh, if you're like leading the pack, especially um, if you don't have that much experience, then if you're ahead of the group, you're going to be the first one that gets focused fired. Okay, everybody's going to be aiming for you. Everybody's going to be shooting at you because hey, you're right there. You're the first one, right?
Mm.
So be ready for that. You know, um, for destroyers, you're typically out in front. But one other thing about destroyers is the fact that their detectability, the fact that they, they keep themselves hidden for the most part. Okay, that's why I tend to call destroyers more the assassins than anything else. Okay, they like to kind of hide. Um, if you use your guns, if you use your main artillery, your main batteries, on your ship, those are loud, and they will hear you, and they will go, "Oh, there you are." They will find you. Okay, when you use your guns as a destroyer, you will be detected. Okay, you're basically shooting up flares. He's saying, "I'm right here." When you're using your main batteries. Okay, for destroyers, not that great. You shouldn't really necessarily do that unless you absolutely need to, or you're already being detected anyway. Okay. Um, but say for cruisers, however, you don't necessarily need to worry too much about concealment. Okay. Depending on some some cruisers are better at being concealed than others. Some of them have really weak armor. Some of them have pretty thick armor. But for the most part, you know, they are like the middle ground. They are the um, uh, they don't have as much range as the battleships, but they can still dish out a decent amount of damage, depending on which cruiser you go with. Some cruisers come equipped with torpedoes, so you can use that to your advantage. If someone comes up fairly close to you to attack you, then you could try using torpedoes on someone. Say, for example, let's see, not the French cruiser. So, like, for example, the or English cruiser here, the Danier. It comes with torpedoes built in. So, um, as you can see here, their torpedo range is only 6 kilometers, so not that far of a range. But I mean, if you happen to get yourself into a situation where you're right next to another cruiser or something along those lines, you could fire off a volley of torpedoes and keep on shooting. So, and then of course you have the battleships. Typically, battleships are the you typically want to keep your battleships at the very rear of the battle. Okay, they are your artillery. They can pack a punch if they hit. But they have a very slow reload on their artillery. Hey, I'm sorry, my daughter woke up, so I had to take off. Oh, okay, no worries, man. Just let me know. You know, just let me know in Discord, and I'll move on. Speaking of which, I believe Stream Raiders is ready to go. Don't know if anyone actually included anything on the match, so let's. Oh no, we got a few. We got a few people. All right, let's go ahead and start the battle then. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do some ranged. Right about. Let's put you right about there. I don't know how well we'll do on this one, but we'll give it a try. There we go. There we go. Nice. We got it. Awesome. Okay. So let's see. We'll go ahead and give the Centurion to just killer lag. And right. I'm not gonna get anything there, so we'll just go ahead and give the money over to Hacks. There we go. Grant the rewards. There we go. Back to map. And we're at the boss. Very hard. So let's go ahead and start the battle. Let's see. I believe, what was it? It was Barbarian that I need. Let's see. Barbarian, there we go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put you up there. Yeah, warriors, archers, and barbarians. There we go. Alright. So there's that. So everybody place your units down, and we'll handle this in the next 30 minutes or so. But for the time being, we'll get back into the game. So, okay. But as you know, as I was saying, you know, battleships are more the back row. You know, your artillery. They can do a fair amount of damage if they can land a shot. Sometimes the dispersion isn't exactly great for battleships sometimes, but they can pack a wall up, especially if they're doing, you know, like armor-piercing shells into a cruiser, for example. So, so, in terms of overall experience, though, I would suggest that, you know, don't. Well, okay. If you're playing the game like constantly, religiously, kind of thing, then feel free to keep on playing on the upper tiers. But just know that you're playing against people that are, you know, have played the game for years. Sometimes it's not exactly the best course to rush up into the higher tiers. Okay, you're basically playing against people that could be considered as pros. Okay, you know, they know how to handle their ships. You know how to go about. You know where to aim, when to aim. You know how to speed up, slow down, hide behind islands. You know, some of them know all the tricks of the trade, and if you're going rushing headlong into them, then, well, you will be the first one to die. So, here, let's go ahead and start up the next battle here. Now, ranked battles, so random battles, you have like a mix of people, various different skills, and so on and so forth. You know, ranked is, I guess you might say it's bragging rights. Okay, if you know, the higher you get on the ranked, the more that you can kind of say, hey, look at me, you know, I'm better than everybody else, kind of thing. So with that in mind, you're going to be facing off against people that like the competition. Okay, they are the ones that are going to be there and could potentially get pretty toxic. You know, I've unfortunately seen a lot of toxicity in World of Warships. It's not like always there, but it's still there. So, uh, so now another thing to be aware of is, you know, map awareness. Okay, for example, trying to get down here in the center is not good. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we're playing on, you know, a, you know, capture the base kind of map. So, but sometimes when there's like the capture circles that were like, you know, there's one over here, there's one in the center, and there's one over here. It's not good to go into the center area because you are letting people on, you're letting people on both sides, you know, over here, you know, on the 2 column and over here on like around the 9 column shoot at you. And they will shoot at you, you know, if you're like right out here in the middle, you know, you are going to be one of the prime targets to be aimed at. So normally I recommend trying to take the flanks before you try to take a center. So it appears that our Omaha there is AFK. Or no. Is he backing up? He's backing up. Why is he backing up? I don't know. That doesn't really make much sense, but whatever. We'll go ahead and try to support our destroyer friend that's going down the center there. Our aircraft carriers seems like they're fairly new, it seems like, because planes should be launched almost immediately. So the fact that they haven't launched yet is a bit concerning. Oh.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Waiting for this guy to kind of pass. Oh, airplanes. Damn it. If I can just get the Sound good there, Jedi. You have yourself a good dinner. Every time that destroyer pops up, I can't do much more against it. Keeps on hiding himself. So, alright. We're gonna switch over to AP and we're gonna go right down the center here. And we're gonna see if we can like maybe punch some holes into these cruisers that are kind of hidden in the you know, if I can get some, you know, some decent hits on these cruisers, then it'll be good. But at the same time, I gotta be careful because these cruisers have torpedoes on them, so. You know, both the Furutaka and the Omaha, so. You know what? I don't like the fact that I don't have any idea as to where these guys are at. So I'm gonna change things up a little bit. Yeah. There we go.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern.
Not quite. Okay, so they lost all the destroyers, so I'm not in any particular danger from sneak attacks right at this moment in time, but I still gotta be careful with these cruisers as well, because they can still launch their torpedoes into me. So oh, I'm being detected. Okay.
Torpedoes direct front.
No, they missed, and they
Torpedoes dead ahead.
misplaced those torpedoes. Same with those. Those torpedoes were a little too wide. They should have bunched them up a little bit more.
Torpedoes direct front.
Woo!
Enemy torpedoes to port.
Now that was a good torpedo spread.
Critical engine damage.
But he definitely paid for it. There he goes.
Good game, everyone. Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, so we have a couple of battleships nearby me.
I need support.
Got 2 BBs near me. Okay. Okay, that's a decent amount of damage. One of the things about being a battleship captain is that you really should not be showing broadside. Like that. Oh. Dispersion. Yay.
Main turret critically damaged.
Ah, come on. Ah, 2 ricochets. Ow. Got that destroyer coming up, which is going to be good. Let's see. Wait for this guy to kind of move in. There we go. There's some damage, not much, but there's some. Oh, fire damage, damn
The
it.
ship is on fire.
Oh,
Main turret critically damaged.
oh, damn. Hey, the Thunder, how you doing there, bud? Alright. Nice. Still. Come on. Damn. Alright. Ah, finally.
Enemy battleship foundered.
That flat broadside Congo and can't get a single citadel, yeah. Okay. Thanks. For the support. I appreciate it. Alright.
Affirmative. Well done, Commander.
That you came in for the torp kill. I probably, if it wasn't for the for Sky there coming in to torpedo the other battleship, if it was just gonna be like me versus the other
In 5 minutes.
me versus two, I probably would have been dead. So because they kind of had the angles on me. So I mean, I still tried to keep a decent angle on them, but I mean, 2 versus 1,
Was a great battle.
not exactly great. I mean, unless I was getting the unless I was getting the like the perfect shots in, then yeah, then it would have been great. Especially seeing that both of those guys were kind of showing their broadsides to me, and it's like, well, I'm not getting any of the hits in, but you know, whatever. What can one do? So. Now, they're chasing after that one battleship that's left. Oh, okay, there goes the Omaha. That guy was probably showing off too much broadside. Omaha is notorious for having light armor, you know, very thin armor, so um, is their CV just not flying any kind of planes whatsoever? Or did they just kind of outright give up? No, it was they were flying. It's just not, I wasn't really seeing them all that often, so. Oh, Hill, you are on borrowed time, my friend. You do not have the health. And those guys have the aircraft carriers, so I'm not even going to bother with it. I'll switch on over to HEs. Maybe I can... Oh, nope. He's gone. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get any kind of damage on that aircraft carrier, but I mean, we'll go ahead and give it a shot, right? Nope. It's gone. No big. Alright. Just a decent amount of credits on that one, so it's getting a little bit closer. Alright. Oh, I forgot to kind of see where my overall stats in that game was. Okay, let me check it out here real quick. So, overall, okay. I mean, you know, I do appreciate the fact that, you know, I was able to get, you know, 50k worth of damage, you know, which is, you know, in my particular opinion, pretty decent for tier 4. It's not obviously the best, but still pretty decent. You know, put me up at, you know, in 4th place overall and team overall ranking. So pretty good. I tend, in my personal view, you know, I don't know how good this particular view is, but seeing that ships get, you know, more and more health, the higher, you know, higher you go in the higher tiers, it stands to reason that, you know, you might you know, you might be expecting a little bit more overall damage if you go into the higher tiers. So I tend to look at it like, you know, hey, if you're getting like about, you know, 10k worth of damage or more per tier, you know, then I think that you're doing a pretty bang up job. Now that's my particular viewpoint. It's probably not exactly the best, but you know, it served me pretty well. So, you know, like if I'm getting 40k, you know, on a tier 4, not bad. 10k for tier 1, 20k for tier 2, so on and so forth. You know, you get what I'm saying. So, so I think that's a kind of a good metric to kind of go with. If you're not getting that, like, you know, 10k per, then you might need to kind of study up as to what you've been doing. You know, try to figure out, you know, are you leading the ships good enough? Are you using the right kind of shells to do the right kind of damage? Are you, you know, making sure that you're angling your ship well enough so that you're not showing broadside all the time? You know, that kind of thing. So. Collect the container. Resources. Let's go. Okay. Another duplicate here. And 4 duplicates means that I can purchase another if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. I'm going to purchase that one. There we go. So we just have 3 more items to collect in this particular collection to finish it off. So, alright. So that was it for that particular battleship. Let's move on to the cruisers and see what we can do here. Oh boy. So yeah, Primal, if you're still kind of listening to me, you know, feel free to ask any kind of questions. I don't mind answering them. So, um, you know, while I'm, you know, I don't consider myself a pro, you know, I still have some amount of experience. I've been playing this game for, what, close to 3 years now. You know, you could also check out my YouTube channel. I've posted a good majority of my World of Warships gameplay there as well. You know, hours and hours of content there. So
Action stations.
oh yeah. Now, one of the problems that I have with the Danye is the fact that it doesn't have any HEs. It doesn't even have any SAPs. It just has flat out AP rounds. Great against other cruisers. Not so great against destroyers, and not so great against battleships. At least in my particular opinion. If you can angle the shells, then you might be able to do some damage on the battleships, but not by much. Am I somehow catching up to this airplane? Am I seeing that right? I'm going 30 knots. That's not that fast. And I'm kind of catching up to the other to that airplane there. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh my god, really? What the hell is going on here?
Problem solved, sir.
Oh my god, why am I missing? What is up with my... What is going on with my shots? I didn't hit him once. I didn't hit him fucking once. What is going on with... Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on, but it feels as though my shots are did they like change up the velocities of shells in air or something like that? Because, you know, it used to be where I could shoot like around this point for cruisers and I could score some hits. Now I'm aiming like right over here and I'm still not scoring anything. Like, what the hell? What's going on with this? It's like, what did they change ballistic velocity in air somehow? That I can't even hit a damn Kuma? It's like, what?
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Unfortunately, that Phoenix is behind the island, so I can't really shoot him that much. Okay, well, the AIs killed each other off, so... Or... They were killed off. See, I'm... And I got a ricochet on that. What the... I don't know, man. This is very frustrating for me. So... I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on, but I'm having to kind of deal with the with my rounds being super slow in air all of a sudden.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Nope. Oh, there's a citadel. Or actually a couple citadels. That's good. Alright. Overall, we're not doing too good, though. See, Tino decided to go rushing headlong into the enemy there, and well, he paid the price for it. So...
Enemy destroyer detected. Target penetrated.
Got him.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Enemy cruiser detected. Torpedoes astern.
I really don't like the fact that my broadside is being shown to these battleships over here. But not much I can really do about that.
Attention, defending the base is our primary objective.
I don't know what the heck these guys are doing.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes, direct front.
Ow.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
I just do not like this cruiser all that much, unfortunately. I don't know what these guys are doing over here. It looks like they're trying to hunt a single destroyer. Is that what these guys are doing? No, a single destroyer is over here. What the? What are these guys doing? Guys, go towards the base. Where are you two going?
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
That Wakeful could have just stayed in the base and won the game, to be honest. These guys aren't even going towards our base to try to save it. Granted, they're outnumbered, but To be honest, I don't know what the heck they were doing, even for a good majority of that match anyway, so. I mean, that's a decent hit. Not gonna save him. See, the match probably would have been over if that destroyer had stayed in the in our base. Oh, nice shot. And that's why you don't go broadside. Base is captured. Oh well. Not sure why this guy was kind of going on his own out beyond and not following his division mate on the other side. Seemed like it was a safer bet to be, on the the east side of the map instead of where he was going, but um yeah. Oh well. I do really wish that I had, you know, uh, AP rounds, or not AP rounds, HE rounds for the cruiser. Just so I can actually, do some decent amount of damage to thin armored ships, such as, cruisers and destroyers, but I I, I don't know what's going on with um oh wait, hold on. I forgot that I had um I had stream raiders to do. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Alright. So okay. Well, we got a couple of placements there, but it's going to be a little bit harder, I would imagine. Let me go ahead and put a killing field right here. Maybe we can get a little bit more. Hopefully we'll survive a little bit longer. We'll see. But there we go. Let's start the battle. Let's go. Okay. Oh, we're doing pretty good. Mama's just has the units. My gosh. How strong are there as Mama's units there? Whew. Alright. Nice. Okay. Well, we got 2 people, so let's see. I guess we'll go give the more scrolls to Mamba there, and we'll give these scrolls to Killer. There we go. Grant rewards. Nice. Boss defeated. Awesome. We'll go ahead and worry about all that later. So let's see. How are we gonna do this one? we can either get the green or we can get the blue. I don't know what's actually better. I think blue's better overall. But let's see. I figure we could probably just do something like this and go for that guy right there. Yeah. So start the battle. Let's go ahead and can't throw down a barbarian again. But I believe I can throw down a warrior if I'm not mistaken, right? That was one of the quests. Yeah, warriors, okay. So we'll go ahead and throw that warrior right down there. And there we go. Alright, place your units down and we'll get and we'll have that battle in the next 30 minutes. But or actually probably the last battle that we're gonna do for in the next 30 minutes. So seeing that I normally end my stream right around 8 o'clock, so but we'll go ahead and get back into the main game of World of Warships. We'll probably be able to get 2 more battles in, maybe, if they're quick ones. But then again, sometimes they can go overtime as well. Not necessarily overtime, but they can go for an extended period of time. So. But I don't know. It feels as though the shells aren't traveling this fast in the air, and that seems very odd. You know, like I mentioned before. You know, normally I have like a set spot in on where on where I fire, but now it seems that I don't. It doesn't have that kind of speed anymore, and it's kind of throwing me off. Makes me wonder, you know, I got this new computer, you know, with brand spanking new graphics card. Is that somehow screwing up everything up in some way, some fashion? I don't know. It's just odd. Okay, um, so this is one of those that, you know, I was kind of mentioning about, you know, be careful about trying to go towards the center. Try to handle the flanks first, you know, go towards A or C first, and then try to proceed to capture B. Now, one of the things about this map, though, is the fact that we have a lot of AIs, and they're probably going to go through B, so... It's all good. Well, see each other at some point. Good luck, have fun. Alright. Matter of fact, here he comes.
Good luck, everyone.
Do I have to sink you now? I mean, you could try. Yeah, one of the nice things about
Torpedoes to starboard.
a lot of people are kind of aiming at me right at the moment. Alright. Ah.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Damn, missed. Ricochets. There we go. That's better. Let's see. Nice. There's some damage on him. Ooh, nice amount of damage there. Ah. What is up with these ricochets? Kill this guy. Doo-doo. Let's see. Come on. Ooh, that was a good amount there. Not so much there. Damn. Okay. CV, head north. Yes, we are in trouble.
Capture that area. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Yeah, keep going north there.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Let's see. Oop, oop, oop. Angle, 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 angle.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes, direct front.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Ah, non-penetrations, of course.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Let's see.
Enemy aircraft carrier sighted.
Ah, still not enough damage here. Oh, that hurt a lot.
The ship is on fire.
Oh, there we go. Not much I could really have done about that, but he kept on going the same speed. Let's see, do my torpedoes make it? They do. Nice. That's a decent amount of damage there. Okay. And that. Alright. Alright. That we were doing pretty good overall in that one. I'm suspecting that we're going to be getting the win out of there because we still had the like 2 cruisers and a battleship coming on down to attack that last aircraft carrier. And then still had that 1 cruiser that was kind of chasing our aircraft carrier for the most part. But I mean, we had the numbers advantage on that one, so probably going to be a win for us. Probably. But I do want to do one last battle. We still got about 15 more minutes for the stream raiders, so that'll be good. That'll give us enough time to get in at least one more battle in. Normally I like to kind of stay and watch battles for the most part. Try to like analyze and give, pointers or and the like, but um, or analyze everything, but you know, um, I wanted to kind of get in, I wanted to get in one more battle before I close down for the night, so you have to kind of forgive me for kind of leaving a little early on that one. Now, if our team loses for some reason, um, then um, it'll be interesting. uh, because we were kind of in a positive in that. So, okay, so this is going to be an interesting matchup because we're on a tier 4, with a tier 4 cruiser, and we have some tier 2 cruisers in the match as well. So, I'm kind of feeling sorry for those tier 2 cruisers, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay, we got a single destroyer
General quarters.
over on the south side. Now, again, it's typically recommended to go for, here, let me kind of circle them. It's typically better to kind of go for the C and A before going for the B.
Thank you.
Now, a
Good luck.
um,
Fair seas.
a destroyer could try to go for B, but it's
Good luck and fair seas. Good game, everyone.
but it might not always, it's very dangerous. You would have to have like a really low detection range for destroyer when it comes to B, because if you are if they could spot you, then you're going to be aimed at a lot. So let's go ahead and move around
Main
here.
turret critically damaged.
We already have one turret down. Okay. I believe that Kuma kind of ran aground. So
Enemy cruiser detected. All forces, capture that area.
no. Focus on that
Attention.
guy.
Reporting the target position.
Okay. He's gone. Now we have a little bit of advantage because now our destroyer can kind of go after the battleships and the CV pretty much, by itself. Oops, set a fire.
Enemy battleship detected.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Let's not go into the edge there. Okay, set a fire already. That's good.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Torpedoes? Where? Okay. Non-penetration. There we go. Again with the non-penetrations. There we go. There's some damage. Non-penetration, but set a fire again. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of aiming at me right at the moment, so let me try to angle a little bit. Some more fires on him. That destroys him. There he goes. Alright, you know what? We got some cruisers down here. And when you go cruiser versus cruiser, you want AP rounds. Couple of repellents there. There we go. You're done. Trading shots with the St. Louis, but he was kind of in a disadvantage because, you know, he was being aimed at by others as well. Also, now we don't have a point lead right at this moment in time, but let's see. They have one AI still left. We do not have a single AI left. So right now we have, you know, we have 2 battleships that are, you know, just as good, if not better, you know, have just as much health as the Wyoming there. Okay, there went the AI cruiser there. That one's gone. Let's see, I forget. Yeah, he has torpedoes on him, so unfortunately our CV's probably gonna get himself hit with some torps here pretty soon. There's not much he can really do about it because our teammates aren't really focused on him right at this moment. So, oh, not quite. Needs to lead that a little bit more. Now, thankfully, the carriers do have some secondaries. Not great, but they do have some secondaries, so. Oh, bad shots for the torps. Oh, that was a bad shot by Attila the bum. Attila should have waited until he got full broadside and then launched him. Unfortunately, he's probably gonna then be able to get his torps back up. Yep. Oh, he shot him into the island. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I think our CV is about to die though. No one's coming to help him out, and unfortunately, you know, he's still probably getting used to trying to actually, yeah. Still trying to probably getting used to actually using the aircraft carrier, so. He's probably gonna ram you there, dude. Yep, he's ramming you. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you get yourself into that kind of a situation. He had like 2,000 health left. This guy took what was it? A good 20k worth of damage or so. You know, just from a 2k amount of damage, you know, ramming him. So yeah, you gotta be careful with that. There went him. He probably could have launched off some torpedoes, but let's see. Range, and that's pretty close. And yep. And but wasn't enough. Alright. Did pretty well on that one. But we are done. We got everything that we needed to do. We got our 4 victories for our tier 4s. We were able to take care of our last last campaign task over here, so we can now move on to the second one. Now let's see. We're looking at, you know, tier 3 to tier oh no, it's tier 3 to tier 6. Okay. Well, let's see. I have the New Mexico, which is a tier 6. Let's see. Got the Ismail. Could do that. Another tier 6. Baron tier 6. I believe the New York is a tier 5, but I think I've already sold it off. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, I don't think I have the New York anymore. I believe that's a tier 5 battleship. So, 7 million of potential damage, not actual damage, potential damage, meaning that I have to basically get myself into a position where I'm going to be hit a lot. This is actually fairly easy to do, especially if I put myself in harm's way. Okay, so we have this one, which is the Tenru, which is a tier 3 cruiser, which I already have, so that's good. I don't have to purchase a new one. Let's see, the Kuma, which I don't know. Do I have the Kuma? I think I do. Then again, maybe not. Svetlana and Carl's. Okay. I don't recognize those names. I mean, I do, but I don't know if I actually have them or not. But I mean, I have the Tenru, so that's good for that one. Omaha, I believe I still have. Yep, that's tier 5. So I mean, I could do that one. I mean, Akaze is a Japanese destroyer, so still got that one to do. So that's good. Let's see. I don't know about these though. V170, which is the German might be the next version above the G101, so so that might be it. I'm not quite sure about the Valkyrie. I don't believe I've seen that one yet, or at least I don't recognize that. Maybe a British destroyer, I'm thinking. The Wakeful, I believe, is the American. I'm not quite sure exactly. At least I think it's the American. Probably destroyer as well. I don't know if it's the tier 4 or the tier 6, seeing that you have the tier 5 Nicholas there. So, but yeah, that's it for all the specific ships. So I think I'm gonna go for this one here with the 10 room, seeing that I've already kind of completed that particular tier already, or that particular ship already. So I might as well just go ahead and get that one over with. So, yeah, we got ourselves a container here, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Oh yeah, this is the campaign. Nice. I'll take that. Thank you. So, got some more collection for the Navy there. Some signal flies and some camouflage. So, nice. Alright. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight there, folks. So, collect that. We got 3 more to go for the German Navy collection, and we're gonna proceed on with the naval collection there. It's again the other task that I have, the other campaign that I got. The earn the high caliber. I have not been able to get that at all. I've had a hard time trying to collect that. I think I've only collected it like maybe once or twice, but it's not been an easy one for me. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll get it done. But in the meantime, I think I'll continue working on the 5 box, seeing that that's in the lower tiers. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of focus on that a little bit more than the Science of Victory right at this moment in time. Seeing that we still have this task here to do: destroy 5 enemy ships with rockets, aerial bombs, or aerial torpedoes. It's a tier 6 aircraft carrier. Thankfully, it's a co-op one, so it's not going to be, I could hop in the tier 6, do the co-op, and hopefully be able to finish off some AIs with the aircraft carrier. We'll see. And then of course we have the mission 10 and all of that. Earns 750 free XP completed in a single battle. Oof. Okay. That's not exactly an easy. Typically, the free XP is a little bit hard to come by overall. Here, let me kind of go to this one. This for example. Yeah. So, 750 without modifiers? I'm looking at the tier 4 here, and you know, while you know I didn't do, well, I mean, I still did a pretty decent amount there, you know, up to um, up to the 4th place. We're doing a random battle right at this moment in time, but that's the free XP, and I earned 72. And this particular campaign here, from the Signs of Victory, tier 10, 5 stars, 750. Well, it says that you can still you might be able to get it with modifiers, but that's like 10 times what I was getting from that tier 4 match. It has to be completed in a single battle. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be getting that anytime soon. You know, I was thinking suspicion that, you know, I probably gonna have to go try to get myself in the higher tiers and put maybe all the flags on and hope for the best. You know, all the economic flags, but I've heard that they're changing the flags and the camo around too, so I believe they aren't gonna allow for stacking of modifiers for the flags anymore. So like, okay, let me kind of explain here. So let me reset all. Let me go to like a tier 6. Let me just go here, exterior. So so the signals, right? We have some economic that you can place on the ship. Let's see. There's one for the free XP. Yeah, here it is. So so I can do, you know, this particular flag, you know, get myself 300 percent XP, which basically means that, you know, that 72 that I got basically triple it. Okay. Still, you know, still nowhere near the 750 that I need to complete that particular mission. I would have to get like 10 times or like 1,000% to make that 72 even come close to the 750 that I need. Now I believe I could add some like additional flags and have it kind of stacked up. So like for example here, you know, this flag and that flag, you know, you can add both of them together and it will stack, you know. You'll get both of these in a current battle. Apparently a new update that might not be viable anymore. You might not be able to do that anymore. I don't know. You know, I haven't heard about, or I haven't really delved into that new update that they were kind of talking about on today's stream. You know, I don't know. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like you can only have they're going to be doing like a full-on like rework on like the camouflages and the flags and stuff like that. And from what I can gather from what they were saying, you can only use like one flag for a particular category. Like you know, for example, for the free XP, you know, you're only able to get the one, you can only use like one of these two flags, for example. And that's going to be problematic for me because it's like, well, you know, if I'm looking at, 72 in XP, then I would definitely need something along the lines of like this, basically using all of these flags to try to get that 750 free XP just to pass it. It's like, oof. I might want to consider doing that next week. Just grab one of my largest, one of my battleships. Tack on all the flags, all the XP flags, the free XP flags on my ship, and go right in and see if I can get that 750, knock it out of the way, because oh my god. I don't know if it's going to be possible, after the update. Who knows? But let me go ahead and switch on over to the stream raiders here real quick. Let's go ahead and start this up. There we go. I'll go ahead and put the killing field like right about here. And let's go. Nice. Okay. Got 15 gold here. Sorry, John, but we're gonna go ahead and give that to Mama there. Put in a lot of work, a lot of damage. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Let me go ahead and switch on back to World of Warships here. Alright, so yeah, we'll see what happens with the update. There's a lot of people that are concerned about it. But we'll see. Supposedly it's gonna be better. In that the permanent camouflages are gonna be, you're gonna have like, okay, so like here you have this permanent camouflage, for example. From what I understand, as you get more and more of the potential camouflages, you're gonna have one that gives the benefits, like the XP and the cost of ships post-battle service, for example, on one particular purchase, and then you have the overall color of the camouflage. The style of the camouflage is something else as well. So we'll have to kind of see what happens there, but that's where we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. Let's see. I don't believe there's anything else that we really need to worry about too much. How are we doing on the preparation for the naval battle, though? I haven't checked in on that. Oh, okay. I put in 4,000 XP, but there's a little bit of work from someone else, but that's about it, huh? Okay, well, it's not looking like we're doing a lot on the naval battles that much lately, but I mean, um, I only do the Wednesday night streams, and I can only do 2 hours of it as it was anyway. So, um, you know, I try to limit myself on Warships because um, the community can be great and it can also be pretty terrible at the same time. So it's like middle ground in terms of the community. It's not always stellar, but it's not always bad either. So I tend to look at World of Warships community as fairly middle of the road for the most part. But then again, I haven't seen too many toxic people in the game. And don't get me wrong, I have seen them. I've seen a lot of toxic people in this game, but it's not the norm either. So don't think that it's like, you know, like a completely toxic community. It's not. You just have some elements in there. But that's it for tonight. So let me go ahead and